Oakland Raiders. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Set, ready? 70, Indy.
Watch it.
61, matchbox, lights. 5.
Block now on first down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Here we go.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Chandler Jones, a former All-Pro, in on the tackle. On second down now. Randall, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Now.
31's the mic. It's our field. It's our field.
Go.
31's the mic.
All day, baby, all day.
31's the mic.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Going for the deep ball. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 39 yards there. A big one.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Watch the twist. Check nine.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Looking a little bit like a continuation of last week. He had 3 tackles for a loss, and now 1 more here in the first quarter of this game.
And there's been no lack of force by him, taking on the offensive linemen, playing them, but also there's a suddenness to his game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now a handoff here to his running back. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. On 2nd down, Randall, and he'll get it down here to the 43. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Go, go, go.
Hey!
Banjo.
Hit it.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll run on 1st down. Randall. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. On 2nd down now. Randall, and that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. We're scoreless after 1. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's locked. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Badgley hit from 59 in his rookie season. This one not quite as long, but he shows off that big leg by hitting another from distance. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Second and 5 now. Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On 1st down, Randall. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Yes.
On 2nd down, Love. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
I'm coming. Check 4. Check, go. I'm scared. Check.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's got Smith here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now Jackson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Watch out. Check. Fresno.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They go play action now. Jackson trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but hold on, he's finished.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores up. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
Ready? 60-or.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Ready?
They'll run on first down. Randall. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Right there. There, baby.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Hopping over the top. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3.
Stop your whining.
Jackson. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Single.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Shift. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Shift. Spot.
Now Jackson. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Kill.
Again, Jackson. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On 2nd and 12, Jackson, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check three.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Locked to throw for it on 4th. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Johnson, the intended target.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson. And this one complete to Smith. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
They'll run with Chubb. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
At the Raiders' 7-yard line.
53 for Mike. 53.
Jackson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Allen Robinson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Now Doug Marrone not even hesitating. They're going to go for 2.
Check me out. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Go.
From the gun, Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Protein. Ready.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Right back to him on first down. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, Randall, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense? What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Down. 15 line. 15 line.
Strong right.
Down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Randall. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, a nice spin. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight. 81. Hey, watch it. Wide. Get wide.
Room here to run. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
22, Jet, Bomber. 22, Jet, Bomber. Quick dash. Go. Check 37. Check 37.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Check 13. Check 13. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson, it's caught. Smith. A gain there of 21 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Slam. Chest.
Jackson on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Number 53, Mike 53. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that to go.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 47, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Set, ready? 90, Wolf.
It's going to be a long day on this. It's going to be a long day.
Get it.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Stanley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They look to throw. It's Locke. He gets this one to Johnson. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Set. 10-2 stop.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider 1st. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far, and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Pretty quiet.
Ready?
On 2nd down, Randall. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Locke. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it. But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll actually throw it with Locke. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural. But
I like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that. And I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for Oakland, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile,